All right, you guys. I kind of went crazy at Beautylish, as you can see. This is another haul video, which is becoming a little too frequent, but I just kind of went crazy at Beautylish, and it all started. Actually, let me sit down because I feel like this is gonna spill. Hold on. It all started because Beautylish is based in San Francisco, right? And so that's cool because it's like a local brand. But they recently started carrying this skincare line called The Ordinary. So, anyways, they had an event featuring The Ordinary, and they had like staff on hand that was like super familiar with the brand, because it is kind of like overwhelming when you look at all the offerings and it's hard to know like, what do I need? What order do I put this on? Like, you guys know that I love skincare, and especially at night I do like to do like longer or like, yeah, a little bit more intense skincare routines because it's like relaxing to me. But even I was like overwhelmed. So, anyways, they had people on staff like explaining the brand. While I was in the line waiting to check out, one of the founders of Beautylish was there. So I was like chatting with him, and then he was telling me about like the best products that he has. So then of course later that night I went back on Beautylish and ordered up like Tom Ford and like Natasha Denona stuff, because I was like, well, the founder of Beautylish says this is good, so like obviously I need it. So anyways, I don't know where to start. I think I'm going to start with the skincare stuff first. And so let's just start with what I have opened and started like working into my skincare routine first. So one of the things that's like, I think almost everybody buys is the Buffet. And that's this multi-technology peptide serum. Okay, so I bought it because it says it visibly reduces multiple signs of aging at once. So I was like, okay, I can do that. So basically it's a water-based serum, and it has probiotics, amino acids, and hyaluronic acid. So it's supposed to reduce fine lines and wrinkles, fade dark spots, hydrate, brighten, and promote firmer, smoother skin. So it's like everything basically that you want in skincare. So I've started working this into my skincare routine, and I like it a lot. Like it is water based, but it's like, it feels almost like a gel. Like it's not like super liquidy, like just like water, but it soaks in nicely. I haven't noticed any irritation. The other thing that I've been working into my makeup a lot is the natural moisturizing factors plus hyaluronic acid. So this is just like your basic moisturizer. It's nice. Like it feels nice on the skin. It's just a basic moisturizer. It has like a typical lotion feel. I would say it feels like, like putting Jergens or something like that. I don't know how I feel about it. Like it's basic, it's really inexpensive. So I think if you just want like a basic moisturizer, why not? Okay, and so next I'm going to talk about lactic acid. So I bought the 5% lactic acid, and that's a mild lactic acid superficial peeling formulation. And this is something that it it is an exfoliator, and it also has hyaluronic acid, which is a great moisturizer. So this is something that just, it's a chemical exfoliator. It's not like a scrub, but it is going to remove the dead skin cells. It's something that helps if you have like discoloration, because it'll help remove those dead skin cells to promote the new skin cells, which will over time you'll see fading of dark marks. If you have like uneven texture, this can help also. So I bought the 5%, which is more gentle, but then the free gift that they had was the 10%, which is the high strength. I haven't used either of these yet because I have like a Pixie Overnight Glow Serum, which is an exfoliator, and so I'm just gonna wait until I finish using that before I try anything else. But I'm super excited about these because I've heard such good things about the lactic acid. Okay, another thing that I got, which I think by now everything that I've mentioned has hyaluronic acid in it, which is a great moisturizer. So I don't know why I felt the need to buy the separate hyaluronic acid serum, but I was in the zone and was just like, basically, I'll take one of everything. So anyways, this is really nice just because it's extremely moisturizing. And let me see what else. It says it hydrates, smooths, and plumps the skin. And so I think this is great if you have oily skin and are nervous about putting heavier creams, then I would suggest getting something like this, which is a serum. So it's gonna feel lighter on your face, but it's still gonna provide a lot of moisture to your skin. I think the biggest mistake that at least I've seen amongst my friends and even myself for when I feel like my skin is oily is not moisturizing my skin enough, because then your skin just produces more oil and it's just like a cycle. And so I think that if you don't like putting heavy creams, try something like this because it'll still add moisture to your skin, but it won't feel greasy or feel like it's like sitting on top of your skin. Okay, the next thing that I'm really excited about, I'm gonna stop saying that because I'm pretty much really excited about everything here, which whatever. Okay, is the Advanced Retinoid 2%. This is something that you use, it's best at night because it makes your skin more sensitive to the sun. So this is something that's like best to put into your nighttime skincare routine. And I'm just gonna read, I love these booklets, I'm such a nerd. But okay, it's a water-based serum with 2 advanced retinoids that visibly reduce signs of aging without irritation. It diminishes the look of wrinkles and fine lines, brightens dark spots and hyperpigmentation, and smooths and refines the skin's texture. So many good things come from using retinoid. It also can help with acne. So I'm really excited because hopefully this will help with, you know, acne and also the dark spots that I get from acne. And so maybe this is going to be like my miracle skincare thing. Fingers crossed. Okay, so speaking of acne, I picked up the niacinamide and zinc. It's a high-strength mineral and vitamin anti-blemish serum. This is something, I know these 2 ingredients work for me because Sephora had this like clarity boosting drops that I don't think they make them anymore, but I got them like last summer and that helped with my acne. And then when I couldn't find them anymore, conveniently, Glossier came out with the Super Serum, and Super Pure is also a niacinamide and zinc, and that is something that I currently use in the mornings, all over my face, just kind of whether or not I feel like I'm breaking out, I just always like to put it in my routine, and I think it definitely helps with acne. So I already know that these ingredients work for me, but I was just excited to try the ordinary one because, you know, why not? I got this 100% rosehip oil because I have heard so many good things about rosehip oil. I currently use a rosehip oil at night, and that's the Eminence oil. If you've seen my nighttime skincare routine video, then you've seen it in that one. I really like it, but again, I am a skincare junkie, and so I was like, let me just buy this. It's smaller than the bottle that I have, so I feel like if nothing else, it'll be more convenient for travel. Look at the little card that came with it. Anyway, so rosehip oil is the reason why it's such a great like skincare ingredient is that it's non-greasy and it reduces the sign of sun damage and promotes an even radiant skin tone. So it helps just like, you know, even your skin tone. It does add that glow. I really like it. It feels nice on the skin. I love putting oils on the skin. So I love putting oils on at night. So I got this one. Okay, this is something that I haven't heard a lot of talk about, and this is the Matrixyl. And it's a water-based serum with 2 types of Matrixyl, which is a peptide complex that reduces the look of fine lines and wrinkles. And then it also has hyaluronic acid, which hydrates and promotes a smooth, plump appearance. So this was in part of their like anti-aging like focused products, and basically it's gonna help plump up your skin. So if you have fine lines, this is supposed to help with that. A sorbol tetraethyl palmate. Okay. Anyways, so this is something I got, and this was like, they have like by skincare concern, they recommend certain products, and one of my concerns is hyperpigmentation. I'm lucky that I don't get acne that often, but pretty much without fail, I'll get a few pimples every month, and then I'll be left with dark spots, and it really bothers me. Like I have a couple, like I always will get them in my chin, so I have a couple in my chin, or like this little spot for some reason on my forehead. And so I was looking for things that can help with, you know, dark spots and hyperpigmentation. And so this one, it's an oil-based serum, not a water-based serum, and it has a stable form of vitamin C that brightens the skin and visibly reduces signs of aging. It promotes smooth, radiant skin and improves fine lines, wrinkles, and uneven tone. Vitamin F hydrates and replenishes the skin. So this I think is really great. Like I said, if you have sun damage, or if you have just like acne scars or anything like that. So I can't wait to start using this. I have a little bit of this vitamin C serum. I've mentioned it before, the Avon, a new vitamin C serum that I really like, but I'm just almost done with it. So once I finish using that, I'm gonna add this one, and then I'll be able to see, you know, compare the two. So I'm, again, really excited. And, oh, okay, I'm down to like my last two. So I have this one. This is really interesting. So this is an AHA BHA peeling solution. It's a 10-minute exfoliating facial. It's it's like a chemical exfoliator, kind of use it as a mask. You put this on dry skin, let it sit there for 10 minutes and take it off, and it's just supposed to be something like a weekly treatment. I love things like this, and so I might actually try this tomorrow just to see how it is. So it has glycolic acid and lactic acid, and hyaluronic acid, of course. So this, I think I'm going to try. This, I think, is going to be the next thing that I try. I'm probably going to try it tomorrow. And then the last thing I got was this high spreadability fluid primer. So I didn't realize that this was basically a mostly silicone primer. But basically it's supposed to like be something that you put on your skin, and it's supposed to help your foundation smooth on over it. And you know how just silicone primer, you know, they have that feeling, but this one, it's a lighter feeling than a lot of other silicone primers that I've tried. This is definitely not something I would wear day to day. This is just something I'm gonna try for special occasions, because I do have visible pores kind of on my nose and like this like middle, basically like this little circle around my nose. And so I'm gonna try to apply it there just to see if it kind of like helps blur the pores a little bit better. So that's why I bought this one. So yeah, so that's all. That was like 10 or 12 products. So that's all the skincare I bought, and now I'm going to talk about the makeup. Okay, so first off, I can't believe these are my first two Tom Ford eyeshadow palettes. Like, everybody raves about them, but they're expensive, and I just didn't want to buy them. But I got the Cocoa Mirage, which is supposed to be the like, you know, ultimate thing for your like everyday like brown smoky eye. I've kind of played with the swatches a little bit, but here it is. It's just, you know, matte browns. The swatches are very nice. This is like a bone color. I feel like it's so light. I have to play around with it to see if I like it as a brow bone, or even as a matte inner corner highlight. That actually might be cute as a matte inner corner highlight. This is just another lighter like blending color. I feel like this could be just like a blending out color in the crease. And that's the thing, like for brown skin, I feel like these two bottom ones, I'm nervous about how versatile they're going to be. I think if you have lighter skin, then of course these are probably great ones, but I gotta play around with these. And the top ones are really pretty. This is just like a nice chocolate brown. It's matte. And then this one is like a red brown, and it has like, it's like kind of satiny. And so, yeah, I got this just to like, you know, see what the hype is about. Okay, and then the next thing that I got was, and I've been having my eye on this for the longest, and that is the Honeymoon palette. I mean, this is just so freaking beautiful. But there's like a champagne kind of peachy gold. This is like a rosy brown. This is like a really pretty purple, and then this is a really pretty like fuchsia. These colors are just like my kind of colors. I love warm tones. I love shimmer, and I just, this is so stunning. It's so freaking beautiful. And then this is my first Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, and I got this because the founder, I've been wanting to try Natasha Denona, but I haven't really seen a lot of swatches, and it's just like hard to choose when you don't really see it in person, and I just didn't really know. And he was like, girl, you need palette number 4. He just told me. I was like, I've heard. He was like, palette number 4. Similar shades as the Honeymoon palette, but this is like a light iridescent white. This is like a true gold. This is bronze. This is like a chocolatey brown, and this is like, I don't know, kind of like a rose gold. They're powder technically, but they feel like cream shadows. They're like super pigmented. Like when I was swatching these, I was like, my God, like I see like what the hype is. Okay, and the last thing I got was this Tom Ford Young Adonis duo that I've been seeing everywhere. So it's a cream shadow. It's like a taupe. That's what it is. I think it's like a taupe. And then the powder, honestly, I don't know. This is like, the powder does not have pigment. It's just like sparkle. I don't know about this, honestly. For as expensive as it is, it's extremely subtle on my skin tone, which maybe is cool, but yeah, I mean, in the container, this looks like it's a nice, pretty taupe, but it doesn't have a lot of pigment, to be honest. Like, it really doesn't. If anybody has this, let me know what you think. I don't know if I should keep this. All right, so that was my Beautylish haul. Let me know what you guys think. I have a couple of questions for you guys. One, have you tried anything that I mentioned, and what are your thoughts? Number 2, which of the products I mentioned would you like to see review on, either on my blog or tutorial here on the channel? Like, which ones do you think you're most interested in hearing more about? I love doing haul videos. I need to stop though because I need to save money, but they're so fun. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate your support. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.